Hello everyone and welcome back to Megaquarium. I do apologise, it's been a little bit of a break in between episodes. A few other bits caught my attention that I need to deal with, but we are back on the train. And before we head into scenario number 3, yes, I know I've already won this level, someone very kindly in the comments of the last episode we did told me that there was indeed a way of going into first person mode, and I knew there was, but I couldn't quite work it out. All you have to do is zoom all the way in with your mouse wheel. That's all you have to do. And eventually you get here. So, I thought we'd just have a very, very quick little wander around our aquarium because, you know, I kind of wanted to see what it looked like and what it felt like, because we've got all that stuff hidden behind where you can't, you know, where all the staff are lurking. But right now, everything is pretty golden. Annoyingly, whenever something comes up, it's gonna pause, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, where are we? Where are we? We're back here. There's no sprint mode either. If I hold shift, everything stands still. If I press space, in fact, everyone pauses. So here we go. I'm actually, oh, hello. We can see him at the back. I see you with your perfectly shaped beard. We can see there's somebody in the background as well. Okay, right. Well, that's not quite what was intended. But yeah, I mean, look, the walkway looks good. You know, things looking pretty organised, I guess is maybe the word. These These fish are fucking huge. As is that eel. That's like a dinosaur. Size of these bastards, and these ones are huge as well. Okay, can we actually? Oh, we. Excuse me. Apologies. Can we go in here? Oh, we can actually go in. We can just walk straight through. I mean, we're not actually a person, so it doesn't surprise me that we can walk straight through. That's not ideal. I wasn't really wanting people to be able to literally see into the back room and see what's going on there, but never mind. Note to self, make sure you've always got a high-tiered tank level at the front so people can't see all the way through. Okay, here's our weird abyssal tanks. Another one over here with these weird things. Another one here with these fucking alien-looking things. Look at the state of their face. God, they're terrifying. And then we've got our massive tank here that, frankly, doesn't really have that many fish in it. We've got a few big ones in there, I guess, but there's a lot more room for more in there. Hello, son. Wearing sunglasses inside. Not cool, bro. Another abyssal tank here with this thing that is currently... this is the squid, isn't it? Is this the... I don't know. I can't remember what it's exactly called, but that's the squid. Ah, yes. We have our walk-through tank. Excuse me, sir. Look at the mess people are leaving in here. There's bins everywhere, or is there? Is there any bins around here? There's no bin in this area, that's why people are being lazy. Hopefully somebody, one of my staff members, can actually go in there and actually clear that out. Not that it matters, because we're going to be leaving this level shortly anyway. We're just having a little wander around. We've got the jellyfish over there, and here we go. The ducks, these are our polar domes. I mean, it looks... I like it. I mean, look, the graphics are what the graphics are, right? They're not supposed to blow your socks off. They're supposed to be good enough to fit with the theme, and I think they work perfectly. And the fact that we've actually got these polar domes where we can see the little otters up close, I think it's kind of cool. You can get him just chilling there. I think that completes the tour. That is a big tank there. God, fucking... Jesus Christ, there's some ugly fish. Some big old teeth on him though. Anyway, there we go. That was a little walk around. So I just thought it was cool just to have a little walk around. But of course now we are going to move on. Let's how do I go back? New game, I guess. Deep freeze. We are going to head to Sulasi. That is where scenario number 3 will begin. Thank you for assisting the Abyssal Research Crew, ARG, once again. We have taken over the aquarium in Sulasi for our purposes. It comes with a good reputation, boosting your starting base prestige. We are in the process of bringing 2 more abyssal species to the surface, but the country's licensing agency are demanding demonstration of a breeding program before they issue the requisite paperwork. Thankfully, Sulasi Aquarium already has a display of adult long-tailed ducks. With a little work on your behalf, we should be able to breed them. The breeding process varies for each species and can have many steps. Consult your objectives for the details. Right, so now we're into actually having some baby ducklings and baby fish and whatever else. So this is our collection so far. We obviously bring them with us. We are going to leave them right where they are for the time being because I've made several mistakes with those in the last episode. And it looks like we've got a nice little... Oh, we've got a Dulux toilet, look at that. And a mega double filter. That is a bit of me. I think we'll go for the mega double filter first. We've got some cool stingrays. We'll go with the southern one first. Alright. Let's just pause things and have a little look around, shall we? We've got quite a nice looking aquarium here. And I like the fact that they've sort of done something similar to what I tried to do in the last one, where you have all these tanks in the middle and like a walkway around the outside. We've got one-way gates in here. So people have to walk all the way around. And actually, that's very clever. I like that design there. So they have to walk through the middle. They can't actually go around it. Sort of what I did in the last one, but not quite to that... that sort of level of design, but that's very, very cool. And then in the middle we've got all of our various bits and pieces. So yeah, I like it. Let's have a look what we got here. So we've got ducks. What have we got in here? We've got a lot in here. We've got some starfish, is that? We've got some groupers, some rabbit fishes, some eels as well. So quite a lot going on in there. Got some yellow tang, some schooling banner fishes, Arabian butterfly fishes. What is that? A dotty back and some soldier fishes. Looks like we've got some new designs as well. I mean, look, if you... Oh, they're all normal ones, but yeah, we had that one in the last one, didn't we? I don't know what they actually call it, because it's like a decoration thing, isn't it? Pebbles. We've now got lava rock. So we've got one of these really long vertical tanks here, which is kind of cool. Deep outcrop tank, apparently, is it's called. We've got a Demoiselle. We'll go with that. Demoiselle? Whatever. We'll call them Azures. And then we've got some kings. Lots of fish in there. We've got some more dotty backs. We've got some raw gammas. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of fish in here already, and that's not including this tank over here. We've got some wrasses. We've got some mackerel and a bull huss in there. Lumpsucker and some scallops in there. So we have got a lot of fish in our aquarium already. That is a look at what we've got. So we are pretty well set already. And I don't know whether or not things are broken with it. I'm not sure. This one just needs a bit of tinkering, which is our current objective. So we have got 4 long-tailed ducks already. So if we click on one of these, do we have... Okay, so when fully grown and all care requirements are met, this animal has the chance of breeding offspring with another animal. So do we have to... Do these have to be male or female, or is that not really a thing? Do they not go quite down to that level of depth? I don't think it does. But anyway, we need to have some more some decorations in there, so let's go ahead and get some bits in there so we could... Love pressing the wrong button. Okay, we can't fit that in there like that. There we go. Right, so select one of your long-tailed ducks and hover over the breeder icon and see the chance of them breeding. 3 potential mates, 36% chance of finding a mate each day. Okay. So now I guess we wait and let nature take its course. What else have we got going on in the meantime? Let's just take a look through here. So we've got our flashcards, we've got our supplement manuals that we saw in the last one. Coffee and popcorn, we had those in the last one as well. I think ultimately we're okay otherwise, aren't we? Let's just put a few bins around the place since we don't seem to have any. There we go. There should be enough bins to satisfy everyone's desire for throwing shit on the floor. And then in here, have we got any more different types of decorations? Frozen. I'm not, to be honest, I didn't really pay that much attention to it previously to know whether we've got more or not. Oh, somebody's found a mate. Lovely old jobs. And one of these... can't find grass to breed. Add at least one. How do we know it's... I mean, there's eel grass in there. Is that not what it wants? Oh no, an Arctic poppy is what it wants. And we can't seem to put that in there. Oh, it needs to be on here. It needs to be... Forgot, isn't it? It's on land. Okay, there we go. So, Looking for grass to breed. There are 4, giving a 25% chance of breeding today. So long-tailed duck 2. Long-tailed duck 1. Are they all breeding? Okay, I think they've all bred, I think. I think we're going to have 2 ducks potentially that are breeding. I could be wrong, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll have to wait and see. Are we going to just keep watching? Do we need to give them some privacy, perhaps? Just intrigued to see whether we'll see the eggs. I'm sure we're not going to see an animation for it, but are we going to see any eggs in the in there? In the meantime, let's have a look and see. So we don't have actually a huge amount of fish that aren't already in the aquarium. We've only got 2 tropical fish that aren't in there. The boxfish and the puffer. And we've got 5 cold water species. We've got the otter, the lobster, the cuttlefish, and a couple of corals. So we don't actually have a great deal of species that aren't already here. So the game's been pretty kind to us in giving us a very lovely start. So we've laid eggs. Oh, there we go, look. There are indeed visual references to the fact that the eggs have been laid. So how many of these ducks are we going to get? Because this place is going to become pretty full pretty quickly if we start getting a whole bunch of ducklings. So if I now click that, 7 babies. The parents of this one are long-tailed duck 1 and long-tailed duck 2. Grass lover reduces survival rate for each predator present. All animals which occupy land will predate on these eggs, with the exception of members of the same species. Needs to share a tank with one of these parents. Yes, we know that. Species has a base daily survival rate of 88%. It's currently being affected by the following conditions. None. At the end of today, 88% of the babies will survive. And it's going to take 8 days before these eggs actually hatch. Right, well, in the meantime, then, we may as well start making some plans about what else we want to do. So then we're repairing that. So where do we want to take people on their voyage of discovery? Do we just sort of build along the edges and can allow them to continue to walk all the way around? I think we probably can do that, can't we? Have we got any staff zones set up? That is the question. So at the moment, we're going to have to... So one thing I said in the last episode was that I really didn't pay any attention to these, where they got their natural talents. So we do need to pay a little bit more attention to that in this one. I'm going to create a zone here. Create zone. So this zone is going to be the inside of this area. Needs to include the actual tanks themselves. But does that? Oh, okay, that was already included. Keep it nice and neat and tidy so that everything that we want is included. Right, so that is zone 1. I guess do we include zone 2, so that middle bit in there? Because if people are going to need to go and get some toolkits, they may need to go in there to get them. Okay, the next zone is going to be basically the outer reaches here, the outer extremities. Let's drag all these down here. It's going to include there. All of this stuff here, it's going to include the toilets. Have we not got a toilet over this side for people to use? Oh, we do. We have a couple here. I think that just about covers everything I need it to. Not sure why I'm just putting in that in for the sake of completeness. And one there as well. Alright, so Zone 1 currently is basically everything to do with fixing and feeding. And Zone 2 is going to be everything to do with cleaning and replenishing. So, let's have a look at, have we got... right. So it hasn't really helped, has it? Because I kind of want to have everybody on the screen here, so that I can think about who I'm assigning to who. So feeding, and he's good at feeding in gift shop. I don't know if I can actually tell. Okay, so it does give us an idea of what is what here. Right, feeding and fixing. So, I mean, realistically, you're going in there. So you're in now into Zone 1. So are you, Wade. We've got anybody who's got a cleaning stat. You do. So you're going to go into Zone 2. You need to go into Zone 2 for the gift shop stuff. And then feeding and fixing, I guess you can go into Zone 1. And I guess you can as well. So we're going to need, you know, plenty of people in that middle zone because we've got a lot of tanks to look after. We will go for the deluxe toilet. Why not? Right. Okay. So that's the staffing side of things taken care of. I'm hoping now that they are going to all do their duties. The trouble is, though, is that there is an awful lot of ground to cover for 2 people. I'm actually thinking that maybe we get a 3rd person in. Fixing and gift shop. Feeding, talking, cleaning. Why can't I have somebody who's cleaning and gift shop? Who would be the... What would be the gift shop? So basically a high skill of fitness is going to be the kitty. So we've got 5. Any takers on 5? No, you. Okay, we'll take you. Well, she can't do anything though. She can only do fitness. At least I need to take one of them with a decent fitness trait who's good at cleaning. It's gonna have to be you, isn't it? Actually, no, you're pretty good. Okay, we'll take you. And you go into Zone 2. Do we take? We'll take one more person actually, and to put them into the middle. What we got? So what we're looking for? So we're looking for precision. Is it just precision from a fixing from a? So precision is a fixing thing, lesser extent feeding. Natural talent for feeding. Okay, so it's precision and empathy are the 2 we're looking for. That's your kitty right there. There we go. Right, so we've now got loads of staff. That should take care of everything. And away we go. I mean, to be honest, I probably didn't need that extra person in Zone 2 around the outside because I don't think these toilets need cleaning more than once every couple of days. So it shouldn't take a great deal of time anyway. So, where are we at with our eggs? We only have 4 babies left. So that's weird, isn't it? Because we've met all the requirements in there. Every single one of those requirements is met, and yet we've lost half of the eggs. And apparently there are no negative impacts on the on those babies in there. So I don't know. That's a bit weird. Right? Shall we? Oh, we're 23. Okay, we've got loads of growths. My goodness. Right, is that all of them? Fine. So what do we need to do now is just take a quick look, because where everything has grown, we've now got a situation where we may have to slap on some extra things. No, that's not quite. So where's it? Do you need is it another filter that you need? Or would it be a nitrate reactor? God almighty. Let's get rid of that. Is that enough? Why didn't it... It's not enough. That's frustrating, because that's in a really Why does it keep doing that? Okay, right. So, in which case then, you're going to have to go there, because we're going to delete this, and we're going to put in a large one of them. Anywhere else now have issues because of the amount of big fish we've now got in there? Looks like we've got an issue here. So we'll stick in that. That should take that over the edge. Lovely. I think that's everybody. Oh shit. We have got a problem though. Okay. I have to do it like this then. Because you can't feed over the top of that wall. They can only feed at that one exposed corner there. Okay, right, well that's all done. So, what fish do we want to bring in? So, maybe we'll kick off with the tropical. I think they've just mixed and matched the fishes. I don't think there's any particularly... So that's a heated one, that's a heated one. That's heated, that's chilled. Oh, maybe they have. It does look like they've sort of got the chilled on one side and the frozen on the other. Sorry, the tropical on the other. So maybe that is what we'll do. So we are going to look to... Let's get rid of this again. Oh, we've got some more duck eggs. So what we're going to do now then is we're going to pause time. Stop, drop and roll everybody, because we are going to put in something. Can these two, or these three actually, can they all go in the same tank? So we've got stingrays will grow up to 40 in size. They can eat crustaceans, that is not a problem. They are greedy bastards. They eat sand eels. They're a wimp, which is fine because there's no bullies in here. But they are armoured anyway. They will eat stony corals. I think these can all go together, you know. I think they can. Alright, so we just got to build a big enough tank for them all, because I mean the stingrays are going to be the biggest, but the puffers and the boxfish not quite so much. So we're going to have a large, medium and small fish in these ones. So what we're going to do, what kind of tank do we want to use? Shall we go for just a deep wall tank? I think probably is not a bad idea. I'm going to go for one of these. Okay, so let's drag this bad boy out like this. Not an observer tank, we want a deep wall tank. Like that. So that's the biggest that thing will go. We're just going to pump out an extra layer, if you like. And then we will stick in a staff door here. And we will have that there like that. From a fish point of view, so I don't think there's no... what do they call it? Whatever the name they've been using for ones that have to be in a group. What's the shoaler? Shoaler, there we go. So we're going to have 2 stingrays. And bearing in mind they're going to grow to 40 each. So that's 80, those two on already. We're going to have 4 of those. What's 4 8s? 4 8s is 32. shit, that's it, isn't it? So I can only really have maybe 2 of them. And we'll have a couple of them. So let's just do some counting here. So that's going to be 80. That's going to be 96. That's going to take us to 102. So we can get 3 more. So if my maths is right, that will take us to maximum capacity in that tank right there. Right, what have we got here? We need a we've got a mega double filter. The fucking size of that thing. And then we're gonna have a mega heater there. In fact, I don't think we need a mega heater actually. It needs 112, so we could just go like that. That's enough. Is that a bit overkill for this tank? So we're at 91%, and it only needs 75. I think probably that is enough for now. Even when all those fish get bigger, I'm not sure we're going to need anything bigger than that. Not yet, anyway. We'll obviously potentially eat our words later on if that's not true. So what do we need in here? So we're going to need some sand eels. We need some supplements. Worth noting, we may need to get whoever's coming in there to have that card so that they can feed those a little bit quicker. And we need some cockles as well. So on that note, we are going to put in that thing there. And then I think that's probably all we need in there. We will actually also put in a mic headset. Now the question is then, we could have like 1 or 2 people really heavily trained up in there. And have a podium just here. I just don't know whether it's going to cause a bit too much of a crowd because it's not the widest of corridors there. I know in the grand scheme of things it doesn't matter, but I like to try and keep this as good as we possibly can and as realistic as we can. So really, we need feeding and fixing. That's the 2 things. So we can probably have we're gonna have 1 feeder in there, although her actually no, her empathy is really good, isn't it? So that's gonna really sort her out for that anyway. So her base skill is going to be really good. So we'll take you. We might take you actually, although your precision is really bad from a natural point of view for fixing. No, we can't know because we need a fixer, and that was feeding. I read that wrong. So precision is good. Yeah, we'll take you as well. Let's just bring those 2 in. Cool. And then there's no zone assigned, but we are going to create a new zone right there. And the 2 of you, which is Verity and Ulrika, you can go straight into there and get your groove on. And of course we will be adding more tanks in there, I'm sure, as time goes on. Right, so that's that one sorted over there. That's fine. That's going to give us lots of extra base prestige. What do you mean they can't find a clear route? I was going to say, they absolutely can get there. Where are our 2 members of staff that should be heading over there? And there's one of them. Actually, that's a good point. We are also... Is that Ulrika? You're the fixer, though. Where's is it Verity? Was she the other one? That's Benny. That you? No, you're zone 3. Did I give... I did put Verity in zone 3, didn't I? Where is she? Why are you... No, you're not doing that. Get in there. Do your job, please. And you can have the supplement manual as well. Right, okay, she's now
thankfully doing what she should do, just to make absolutely sure for you guys in here. I don't want you to do any fixing or any cleaning. To be honest, I don't think she needs to do that, because I'm not going to be giving her the fixing tray anyway. She's there for pure feeding. The other one's there for pure fixing. So let's see. She's got a really good talent, hasn't she, for the feeding side of things. So with the manual as well, she should fire through this. Yeah, that's pretty quick. That's only going to get quicker from this point forward as well, which is pretty good. Right, okay, so that's that done. We'll leave that one to cook over there. Over here, these should be almost about done. So we've got 3 days to go. We've still got 4 babies. I think we managed to go a day without losing any. In fact, we went another day without losing any. That's 2 days left. 4 eggs remain. Okay, so what can we do then to keep ourselves occupied in that time? So we've now got all of our tropical fish in. It's now just about the cold water stuff. These, of course, will require a polar dome. We will go for the toy shelf. Could do with something, obviously, as we go through the next level. Can we actually see available at next rank? It's not going to tell us what's available at the next rank. That is dirty. I'm hoping we get some more tropical fish, because I don't want to put cold fish over here, because it's not going to sit right with me that all the cold fish, or cold water fish, sorry, are all over this side. And everything's going quite well, which is amazing, because we've not really done a lot to make this all work. Everything was very kindly just working for us. Right, well, I think what we'll do then is we'll speed up time and get to the point where these eggs hatch. Right, there we are, coming to the end of day number 10, which is going to be the last day before these eggs hatch. We've still got 4 alive as well, which is pretty cool. Now, my next question is will we actually see them be, you know, juvenile or infant baby ducks, whatever you want to call them, or are they just going to be basically just small versions? So, of course, these ducks, when they start life, are just very small ducks, right? They're not actually specifically mentioned as being baby ducks. So they're just at size 6. So we've now got longtail 5 and longtail 6. Indeed, they are just at 6. There we go. We've unlocked another fish. And interesting. So I'm just pausing things for a second here. Oh, there we go. So we'll grow up to 11 after 10 days. So yes, they are effectively just, you know, they're called infants, if you like, by the very fact that they are babies. That's just how they've done it. So that's how we go. I'm actually just going to straight up sell those. I do apologise, Mum and Dad, but I don't have the space to put in all that extra stuff that you want, so we're just going to have to farm those kiddies out to go to their new home. How very inhumane of me, I know. Okay, right, so the next thing is it wants us to reach rank 9. My god, our prestige needs to be pretty damn high for that. It does also make a very good point, is that we need to be aware that we still have our abyssal collection over here, so we can really double down on the cold water collection stuff that we have. Right, Wade has leveled up. Wade, what are you doing? What is your role in us? Are you a feeder? You are a feeder. What are your talents? Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So we're going to give you another stats on your feeding. Right then, well, I guess we need to get building, frankly. What shall we start with? That is the big question. Do we let's go to cold water. So we've got, how many of these can go in the same pen, or the same tank? They don't like rocks, so that's no good. So they can't go together because they don't like rocks. I very much doubt animal size 1 to 4. Okay, well, they're plenty big enough. Okay, we've almost unlocked everything already. So you know, they're plenty big enough to not be at odds with the otters. But is the open space, I think, is going to kill it, because the polar dome doesn't have that much open space. So those two are not going to be able to go together. Common lobster, potentially.
They're a bully. That one is not a wimp, so that's fine. Cannot be housed with another common lobster, so just literally just one. I think we can... Cold water. Oh no, that's a super chilled, so they can't go together. So none of these things can coexist. I don't think any of these things can coexist. These two can if I put them in at the same time, because these will grow to size 13 before the otters will grow, which means that size 8 will not be a problem. Needs 5 or... yeah, I know that. Okay, I think those two in theory can go together. Oh, and it's armoured anyway, so I don't think that's a problem, even in the short term. So those two in theory can go together. The lobster... can the lobster go with them as well? Just looking through here. They're armoured, they've got crustaceans, they can only be housed with themselves, they're greedy as well. I think these can actually... I think they can go together. I think all three of these can be housed together. And the only question is that do I have a tank big enough? Because these need a lot of enrichment. They need a lot of... I think these need space, right? They're an active swimmer, so they need a big tank. 22... what's that? That's 50... 63 is how big the tank needs to be just to have one of each. So if we go to that polar dome, so it can be up to 112. What did I say? 63. So realistically, we can only have... I can't even have 2 of each. Mind you, we can only have 1 lobster anyway, so maybe we do that. Okay, alright, well there we go. We're going to have a polar dome. That is what we are going to have. We are going to need to expand out this way, I think, and create like a little bootleg to the left. Over here somewhere. So let's drag... oh wait, we can't go that way because it goes beyond the entrance, so we're actually going to have to come out... we have to come out all the way this way. That's kind of annoying. How are we going to do this then? Because we can't go out any further that way. So where are we going to place this? Oh, this is going to look really shit. I'm trying to think how best I can do this. I mean, unless we just divide this like this, straight down the middle. We're still going to have to come down even further this way. Okay, move this a little bit deeper. I think we have to feed them down all the way down this way and eventually bring them back around and up there. I think that's probably the best way to do this. It's not ideal for damn sure, but at least we can continue to sort of bring them out this way. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do this. Let's close this off for now. Can we get a second tank in with the budget that we have? So otherwise this is going to be incredibly limiting to look at.
Right, Isla. Let's just quickly do these. Isla, what is it that you're doing? You're zone 2, so you're doing other bits and pieces. So let's give you a... Let's make you learn gift shop so you can assist with that. Nancy, I'm assuming you're zone 1 based on that because that's where I would have put you. Give you another fixing, that's fine. Right, okay, so here then. I'm going to place a staff door there for now. This is going to get real complicated, isn't it? I kind of like actually that goes over that side instead, even though people will be able to see it, but whatevs. Right, so we're gonna stick in 2 of you, 1 lobster, and I think I can get away with 3 of you. Look at that stack of... That's a lot of requirements. Jesus Christ. Okay. This is going to get complicated, isn't it? This is going to get real damn complicated. So that's 4 out of 6 for that. We are going to need... Why have I... Hang on a minute. Oh, no, here we go. Oh, thank you. I was going to say, why am I so short on all of these? One of those. We need... Oh, God. Is that going to satisfy? Not quite. Those 2. Okay. So now, we need to air condition this thing. Yes, I know we sorted the water quality. I'm more worried about 5 more different decorations, and we need some more enrichment. So, I think that sorts out the enrichment. We now just need something different for them to. Oh, we could have the Arctic poppies up here, couldn't we? Right. Does that satisfy all of them? From a inside point of view. I know we've got to sort out the tank behind. So, let's go for... we've got... What have we got? We've got a large combi chiller there, which is going to give us 200 on each. We probably could just do that, couldn't we? We can indeed. Although, I think actually it's going to be better to... maybe connect these up to a pump. Sometimes the button pressing irritates me. I don't know if I'm just trying to be too quick with it. So just do that like that, because we need to attach the air conditioning units onto the back of it. Like so. Okay, right. So that is all of the requirements met. We now need to put in... what do we need? We need sand eels. We need... What are those green things? That's the crab, isn't it? Yeah, crab dispenser. And razor clams. Let's stick those all the way over this side like that. Right, is that all the... Oh, and the supplements as well. So, on that note, where is our supplement card? Oh, I wish you'd stop doing that. I always click the wrong down button. I always think R is rotate. We'll stick that in there, and we'll also stick in a tool station. Okay, so that little corner cupboard is all set. These mega chillers are so useful, aren't they? So much less real estate being taken up, because the large filters are 90,
which effectively is the same footprint as the sort of half of the large chiller, but the large combi is 100. So it's not a huge difference, but it's enough. Right, okay, so we are going to need to now create another zone, aren't we? We need some more people. What do we need? We're going to take feeding. So we'll take you, and we're going to need a fixer. We haven't got anybody who can fix at the moment, which is kind of shit. So we're going to have to roll forward for the moment. So Jamila will go in there. And Jamila is also going to... Where are you? Jamila, I want you to pick up the supplement manual that's inside that area. Okay. So we're down to 10,000. I don't know how much that took out. That took out quite a lot. But now, in theory, the only one we've got left to put in is this Arctic skate. It's a soft cod. Do these eat? Oh, they're clams. That's okay. So in theory, these three could all go together, because they can all go into a super chilled environment. Do they need light? Oh, these need abyssal tanks. Okay, no, they can't go together. Okay. It's not the end of the world, though. Not the end of the world. So how are we going to lay this out there? So I don't think we're going to need a massive tank for these things. As long as it's 3x3, it only needs to be a couple of them, so we don't need to go mad with this one. So probably like that will be enough. How big is that? It's only 60. Okay, I stand corrected. It did say it needed a 3x3 area as well, didn't it? So in fairness, these go up to 24, so we can have 3 of those in there, I think, if my maths is correct. 2, 3. And now, do we just move that back a smidge, like that? Do it like that. We can actually take this opportunity here to put in some... We've got some Dulux toilets. Oh, stop pressing that button! Where are we? Dulux toilets. Just like so. So if they're going to be spending a little bit more time there. We are, of course, I'm going to need to remind myself to ensure then. Right, this way, actually. There we go. So we've got some like sort of almost bulkhead style. Okay, and we do that. Obviously, they're going to have at least one more tank can go in here as well. So the staff member who's in here, is it Jamelia that we just hired? She is also going to have to cover this side as well for the time being. Right, so these need to be super chill, don't they? We might have to go back a couple of steps here. We're going to put a power pump in, and we're going to stick in, to go super chill we need 160, so we're going to need one of those. Might as well take 1, 2. That should do enough. Indeed it does. Let's put that
on the other side like that. And then we just need to have, is it razor clams? And some more, yeah, more supplements, but this time at least we won't need, actually we'll stick these over here. We won't need the manual because she'll already have one from over there. We will stick a tool station in this corner over here. And now we just need to make this look a little nicer. We'll stick in a pebble substrate for this one. And then what have we got? So these are all the things that are currently not in the aquarium. So we're going to decorate this out a little bit. Stick a barrel in. Literally put fucking everything in there. Why the hell not? We can also put technically some frozen stuff in there, can't we? Because it is a deeply frozen tank. Probably not the best place to put that rock. Literally right at the front. Move that thing. Like that, so at least people get a good view of everything. Okay, right. So now let's quickly go. We've got just enough money to do that, which was good. Zone 4 is going to need to be extended into here to cover off that as well. And you are going to need some help, quite frankly. I think you'll be okay from a food point of view. We just need somebody to come in and help fix. At the moment, we don't have anybody, so we might have to steal somebody from Zone 1 who can do some fixing. So we're looking at characters in Zone 1. Feeding, fixing, feeding, fixing. We only got 3 people in... No, we must have more. I was going to say, we must have more people in there. So I'm thinking we take Jim and stick him into Zone 4. There we go. Okay, so just checking the zones quickly. Zone 2 is now going to need to be extended to cover all this area, including these toilets. And then we are also going to need to just tidy this up. We need to probably put in another padded bench or two. And we'll have some popcorn, we'll have some fizzy drinks, we'll have some chocolate, and we'll have a coffee machine as well. Let's have all of those next to each other. Like so. And we need to therefore make sure we've got some bins. Right, I think then that's sorted. Obviously, we can now release. We've got the abyssal tanks to still think about, but we're going to need to allow this to run now to get some dosh. But I think actually, do you know what? In the last episode, let me just delete that bin there. In the last episode, I used the arrows virtually the entire way around, but I think actually people are effectively going to get pushed the right way anyway by the arrow here, although these people are actually trying to come back. So maybe we just put in another arrow